girlfriend. Ernie's taking a little break. But in other health matters news, longer waiting periods and limited access to organs. Critics of a rule change for transplants in Tennessee say those in need of donations may now have a harder time getting them. But those who support the change say it won't affect anyone negatively. Joining me to talk about this subject is transplant recipient Erskine. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks, Lauren.
7 days and you got your transplant.
Yes.
So you're thankful for this entire process.
Totally.
When you hear about all these debates going on, does it bother you, though, as a transplant recipient to know that there's so much going on?
Of course. It does, because we look at, there's still a lot of ignorance in the public as the whole process of organ and tissue donation.
Right.
And anytime something is in debate, it makes people who are already on edge feel like, whoa, what should I do?
Right.
So anytime there's, a debate, it brings about more awareness about the issue, but sometimes it can hurt as well. So, of course, I want everybody to be able to live like I did, from
Absolutely.
the fact that I was told 7 days you're going to be dead, but yet I'm here 17 years later. I want a lot of people to have that testimony and have that story.
That's incredible. Now, for people who don't know you at home, you also work for the Mid-South Transplant Foundation.
Yes.
Kind of explain to people at the end of the day why merging might not be the best thing, because that's what Methodist Hospital's asking you guys to do.
Right.
Why not, though?
Well, for one really important reason is that it's not going to really make that much of a difference. And I know we've heard some things saying that if we don't merge, that, people are going to be adversely affected here in the Mid-South. Mm-hmm. That's just really not the case, because they will still have access to organs that are recovered throughout the state of Tennessee. That's not going to change. Yes, they will not have first right to all of the organs that are outside of what Mid-South Transplant Foundation recovers, but they will still get access, because there's still going to be the factors that every organ that's recovered is not going to match every recipient that's in need in Nashville or other parts of Tennessee. Vanderbilt is the other transplant center in Tennessee.
Okay.
So let's say that they recovered organs, and let's say they recovered 200 organs.
Right.
Vanderbilt will get first right, but not every organ that's there is going to match a recipient that's at Vanderbilt. Methodists will still get access to those organs. So that's what we're saying. There's not going to be that factor, that way it's put out now. It's like they will not have any access to anything but what's recovered here in Mid-South. That's not true.
And so you're saying that's not true. 47 other states already do it this way.
Exactly.
And so it's your position that we should just adopt the way of the rest of the country.
Right. We've had an unfair advantage, and, that's not fair for the rest of the people who are waiting across this country.
Okay.
So, exactly, right now, Methodists, because of the way the sharing agreement is, they do have access to market their transplant program throughout the United States, because, hey, come here. We've got a little bit of an edge. Well, that edge won't be there, but people that are needing organs here in the Mid-South will still have access, because we're doing a very good job at Mid-South Transplant Foundation of working with our families and our community.
And you're living testimony.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Erskine, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Still to come this morning, they just called to say they wanted